me get one thing clear. I want to love Star Wars. I really do. I really do want to love Star Wars. The biggest problem, though, is I despise what Disney has been doing with the series. I would actually classify the new trilogy as bad. Solo was a flop. Electronic Arts has a 10-year contract that states they're the only ones who can make Star Wars games. They killed Han Solo, they killed Luke Skywalker, they insulted the fan base. Rian Johnson was a total ass, and Kathleen Kennedy has done everything in her power to turn Star Wars into a platform that conveys, quote, strong, independent women, unquote. Star Wars is in a dark place right now. In fact, I'd argue it's at a low point of the franchise. So in a lot of ways, the rise of Skywalker is their last chance to get things right. Because, sure, Last Jedi was a financial success, but it was a PR nightmare. And Solo was not a financial success, and was also probably a PR nightmare. It had a social justice warrior droid in it, for fuck's sake! I know it sounds like I rant on and on and on about Star Wars, but Star Wars is literally the biggest media franchise in the world. People grew up with this. You're destroying people's childhoods here. And honestly, another thing, I never thought I'd say this, but I honestly prefer the expanded universe over this. I completely regret calling it over-glorified fan fiction. At this point, I yearn for the days where we got to just watch spaceships explode. And I know that Rebels blows up spaceships all the time, but I haven't started watching Rebels, so shut up. Still trying to finish Clone Wars. In all seriousness, though, this teaser doesn't really reveal too much. We do know, however, that Lando is coming back, to everyone's dismay. They're probably gonna kill him too, even though nobody wants all these characters to die. Really, the only character that I would probably accept them killing would be Leia. Mainly because Carrie Fisher died in real life. But then again, I'm conflicted, because after we kill Leia, who's left except Lando? Sure, Lando's awesome, but it's just Lando. At this point, no one's left. Lucasfilm has backed themselves into a writing corner. And I've been thinking this for a long time, but at the end of The Last Jedi, the Resistance got kicked down so hard, I don't see any way they're possibly going to recover. And to touch base on what everyone wants me to touch base on, yes, that TIE fighter is flying way too low. No, it's the Palpatine laugh. I'm not entirely convinced that's Emperor Palpatine. It could be Snoke. Though, then again, Snoke might be Palpatine. Look, I'm not entirely convinced we're done with Snoke, because Snoke is suffering from Darth Maul syndrome right now. He was awesome, and then he died pathetically. Even though his fashion choices are god-awful. He was like wearing a robe made entirely of gold sequins. What the fuck? But either way, regardless of fashion choices, this is pretty much Disney's last chance. They have to get this right or they will piss off a lot of people. Solo's failure indicates that Star Wars is not invincible. You cannot just throw out a Star Wars movie and have guaranteed money come in. And rest assured, I want this movie to be good. But if it isn't, I will not be recommending this film. Trailer's down in the description below, guys. My name is Hunter, and that's my impression.
There once was a guy who created a machine, a thing that would take people to and from some other world. And when he arrived, he had run into a pony who smiled and decided that they both should go see a film. When that movie sucked, they decided to join forces, and then they created a new show called Hunter Reviews.